Hey guys, so what's up? So welcome to this week's installment of me talking about Megadeth. Oh, yeah. Megadeth. Something that I enjoy a lot. So today I'm going to be going over my top 5 favorite albums, telling you guys my favorite songs off of each album, and then playing my favorite riff from the album, and the song may not correspond with my favorite riff. Just as a disclaimer. Right. My number one favorite Megadeth album, and this is my opinion, okay? This is not a tier list. Please don't come after me for this, but my all-time favorite Megadeth album would have to be The World Needs a Hero. Ugh. Why do I love this album so much? It's one of the first Megadeth albums I ever listened to, and I love Dave's voice on this album, particularly in Dread and the Fugitive Mind, in Burning Bridges. Like, I don't know why, but I just love it there. It's just such a great album. I love the song When, and just how it's like composed. Almost it's a really long song, and it just kind of goes through this thing. I also like how they did the Return to the Hangar. It may not be the best Megadeth song ever. It's just great. Like, who doesn't want a sequel to Hangar 18? Hangar 18 is super cool and it's very interesting. Like, if you don't know what Hangar 18 is, and like the whole like alien stuff, if you don't know this kind of stuff, I really recommend going out and like searching it up, watching a YouTube video or something, and then listen to the songs again, and you'll be like, whoa, this is cool. My favorite song off of The World Needs a Hero is definitely Burning Bridges. And then my favorite riff is Dread in the Fugitive Mind. Just the way it is composed. Second favorite album is Euthanasia. However it's pronounced. Euthanasia. I say Euthanasia. I don't know. Euthanasia is an amazing album. I think I listen to Euthanasia maybe once a week. The whole album once a week. I go into math class and I'm like, hey, there's a test. Oh, I'm listening to Euthanasia. I listen to the whole album through the test. It's just what I do. My favorite riff off of this album is definitely I Thought I Knew It All. I love that song so much, and I love all of the songs off that album, but I really love that song because of the solo and just how it builds up, and it's like, it's so good, and the riff on it is super cool. My favorite song off that album is definitely Addicted to Chaos. I love that. I love all of the songs off of it, really. It's a perfect album. I don't know of Megadeth album that's not a perfect album besides 13. Risk is okay. I genuinely don't mind Risk. And Super Collider. 13 and Super Collider. I'll give Dave a break for 13, so I don't like talking about it that much because he had throat cancer. But Super Collider is just hot garbage. But back to being on topic. Addicted to Chaos is an amazing song, and I just love how he uses the singing and the guitar parts, just how it all like just goes like together, and it sounds so good. Now, what is a tier list without having Rest in Peace on it? And you guys are probably like screaming at me right now, like, oh my god, you picked World Needs a Hero and then Euthanasia. Are you insane? Just a little bit. Just a little bit, especially if you know me in real life. But the third favorite album has to be Rest in Peace. Can't put it any lower. Couldn't put it any higher. But Rest in Peace is an amazing, it's a masterpiece. Honestly, I think almost every Megadeth album is a masterpiece. But Rest in Peace is just amazing. Alright? My favorite, the solos on that album are just so good. But this song actually, they do both go together. But my favorite riff is Take No Prisoners. And then my favorite song off the album is also Take No Prisoners. I love it so much. That song, it's just an anthem. Not really, but you know. It's just a great song overall. You're probably like, oh my gosh, why didn't you say Holy Wars or Tornado of Souls? What is wrong with you? I've just listened to them too much. Maybe catch me 6 months ago and I'll tell you Tornado of Souls. Catch me a year ago and I'll tell you Holy Wars, alright? But I just, now, I've just listened to them way too much. From learning them, and when I learn songs, I listen to the song on repeat. I think for the past 2 years, my most listened to song has been Holy Wars, because that was the only song I could play all the way through for a long time. So my fourth favorite album has to be Countdown to Extinction. It's just one of those, like, it has to be on there. I mean, I do have a Peace Sells flag back here. Peace Sells is not on this list. I wish I could put it on this list, but I think the production of it just isn't my favorite. A lot of it sounds kind of muddy to me. I guess not muddy, but like it's kind of hard to like, I don't know. Some of the stuff, like, you just really cannot understand what Dave is saying. And then even with, God. Come to me. Please. Please, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Killing is my business, and business is good. That almost, you just can't really understand what Dave's saying, and I don't really enjoy that much. But, Countdown to Extinction, perfect album. It's amazing. Ashes in Your Mouth. I love that song so much. My favorite song off the album. My favorite riff, though, definitely Ashes in Your Mouth. Super cool song, and it's super great, and I love, in my last video, it was in my last video, not the riff, but like part of the song. The wiggly doodly part at the beginning. Now my fifth favorite Megadeth album ever has to be Cryptic Writings, and this one comes with a story, sentimental story. And you're probably again like, Gwen, are you insane? Just a little bit. Again, sorry, but Cryptic Writings, an amazing album. It was the first time I ever listened to Megadeth. I was living in Kansas, okay, and I went out to my garage, and we were about to move here, and my dad had this pile of CDs, and they were all like Metallica. I think there's like Puddle of Mud, Rob Zombie. What else did I get from that? Like classic rock CDs, but he got it from his aunt, when his aunt passed away, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But, I don't know, they had just been sitting in my garage forever. A whole bunch of AC/DC. I remember that. But just a whole bunch of just CDs, okay? And my dad has this loving, burning passion of hate for Megadeth. So I was like, whoa, there's Megadeth CD in there. And I was like, Megadeth, that's such a cool name. man, they probably are like satanic or something like that. That's kind of scary, man. Cause I was like, oh my god, it's Megadeth, ah, the whole time, okay. And I was like, I didn't have a CD player. I just had the CD, man. And I was like, okay. So I went and I looked it up on my phone. I listened to the album, and I was like, oh my gosh, these songs are really good. And that's what got me into Megadeth. That was my starting point of it, where I am, because that started my marathon of just non-stop learning Megadeth stuff. Like, I listening to every single song they've ever produced, and just becoming, I wouldn't say obsessed, but I would say obsessed with Megadeth, and making me the guitar player I am today. Definitely would not be here right now if I never got introduced to Megadeth. My whole wardrobe is basically Megadeth stuff. Half my walls are Megadeth stuff. But yeah, I love that album so much. It's so great. My favorite riff off that album is definitely Mastermind. That riff is it's just so good. It's kind of like, it trips your fingers up a little bit, but it's just so good. I love how the bass comes in. It's just so good, and then the guitar comes in. It's just great. So and my favorite song off of Cryptic Writings definitely has to be Trust. And you know, it's so hard because I just, you know, it's like the first Megadeth album I listened to, but Trust, it's just a good go-to, you know. And then also Use Man, great song too. But yeah, that's definitely what I like off of Cryptic Writings. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today, and I will have a new video out next Sunday. I'm hoping to post every Sunday. This week had just been like very chaotic and busy for me. And I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be able to start posting covers. I still haven't figured out a good day to do that, but if you did like the video and stayed till this long, please subscribe, leave a like if you enjoyed it, and have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys next time.